being where you are.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits, I'm losing shit. A stupid myth, you choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
Yeah. There's no mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions. Each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor. I've got my own issues, I need a comb to get through. Don't need to groan with you, just go get your own tissue.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
That's it, the end of the song. Next time you'll sing along. Trust me, there's nothing wrong. I just need to carry on, cause society's a myth put there to make you sit. Listen to what they give. Don't ask questions, shut your lid. Yeah, don't ask questions, shut your lid. I need to run away from this and go get off the grid. Feel like my brain is overloaded, man, I'm losing it. Don't let them tell you what to do, man, they don't know shit.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits, I'm losing shit. A stupid myth, you choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
Yeah. There's no mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions. Each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor. I've got my own issues, I need a comb to get through. Don't need to groan with you, just go get your own tissue.
I I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
That's it, the end of the song. Next time you'll sing along. Trust me, there's nothing wrong. I just need to carry on, cause society's a myth put there to make you sit. Listen to what they give. Don't ask questions, shut your lid. Yeah, don't ask questions, shut your lid. I need to run away from this and go get off the grid. Feel like my brain is overloaded, man, I'm losing it. Don't let them tell you what to do, man, they don't know shit.
I feel like I'm losing my.
All right. Hello. It doesn't look like anybody's in here as of yet, but we're gonna go on, and if anybody chooses to, they can watch the replay. But I already scheduled it, and hey, I'm gonna do my thing. I want to thank any and everybody that's here. I want to thank everybody that's been supporting me, giving me advice on this new journey of content creating that I'm on. And today we're going to be talking about the Carlos King podcast featuring Melody Holt this past weekend in Huntsville. There were a lot of content creators that actually attended the event. And they said, from what I gathered, it was a great event. I got to meet Mel and show her, support. And they also, they rag-tag Carlos King. But we're going to get into this. So, CK started his podcast tour in Huntsville, Alabama. You know that Carlos is like animated, and he has a way that he says things and how he does with his words, whatever. But he brought Melody out, and the crowd, the audience, the fans were ecstatic to see her. And that was great. Mel looked good as always. Miss Van, I also was there, and CK acknowledged her. He acknowledged Stormy. He acknowledged Moses and his new wife. But yeah, he acknowledged all of those great people. Marcus, Mel's brother, of course. And like I said, it seemed as though, the vibe was good. The atmosphere was on point, Like I said, Mel looked good as always. And Carlos was there. Anyway, Carlos brings up. Okay, Carlos and Mel discuss a number of topics on this podcast in regards to LAMH. And one thing I heard Carlos King say that quote unquote pissed him off about Martell was a recent Instagram post that, Martell did, going on a rant about that scene with him bringing Mel the roses, and how that was something that Carlos and production put him up to, and he really didn't want to do it. He thought that it was something that Mel had agreed to do. And when I first got knowledge of that post and everything that he was saying, I was like, dude, quit it. Because, I mean, before that, you sent her 10 dozen roses. So Carlos and production weren't involved in that, but you did it. Epic fail, just like this time. Epic fail. Um, Carlos, gave um his take on, how Martell really, pissed him off, and tried to make his show um seem inauthentic. And he said that he just was not cool with that. Um Still, Carlos never one time mentioned uh the fact that that also was yet another attack on Mel by Martell. I wasn't surprised because he never acknowledges when Martell does anything wrong, and I mean anything wrong. Um, Carlos, goes on and on and on, and you know, I was listening to Carlos, but I wasn't listening to Carlos because I find Carlos's voice to be very irritating. And for what I've seen of him, now I like, some of his shows and stuff. But I don't think that he's a unbiased um boss. I think he is very biased, and the mere fact that he acted as though some of the things that Mel disclosed to him on stage, um, he acted as though they were, newfound things, or he had no clue about it. He didn't know about it. And that I call absolute bullshit. There's no way you didn't know of all of the things that you have seen on your show. The text on Mel when the whole cast practically like turned against her. Tisha's Tisha's mom tried to attack her physically and online, even disrespecting Mel's children, and all that type of stuff. And in true Carlos fashion, he didn't know about it. He didn't know about it. Yeah, maybe if you would stay off of Bravo and worrying about, other shows, and, concentrate on your shows, the well-being of the people that you are working with or whatever, maybe, you be abreast of all of the nonsense that goes on, with some of your staff, especially Melody Shari, who pitched this show, who created this show. Let's be clear on that. And I don't know about anybody else, but it kind of makes me feel a type of way when he always says his show, because we all have heard this time after time how Mel had the idea, and she pitched it to Carlos, And I'm sure he did, put, his own little odds and ends in there or whatever. But make no mistake about it, this show, Love and Marriage Huntsville, um, was built and has been carried by Melody Cherie Rogers. And like I said, to me, he just like he takes her a lot of her credit. Um is CK even like with this situation with Martell and the Instagram post and whatever, I found him to be just who I think he is, very selfish. Like he was basically just speaking on his feelings and what Martell did to make him feel a type of way, because it's giving um thoughts to the audience that like everything is scripted or whatever. Not it clearly it has to directly affect Carlos for him to address anything. I mean, for how many seasons has this man harassed and taunted his ex-wife to no end, lied and tarnished this woman's name to no end, almost like seemingly wanting to attack her numerous times. Oh, I'm sorry, but now you say you keep Carlos, and this is just what I'm saying as a viewer, a fan of the show or whatever. But he does seem very, very fake. And some of his statements led me to assume that he's a very selfish person. Only caring about him and how things benefit him. Um, or how things affect him when that woman's been going through hell for, I mean, up until this season. This season was the first season that I felt like she had a little relief from all the jabs and everything from every direction. It wasn't just Martell, it was the entire cast like coming at her with, and that is crazy to me, when if it were not for her, where would y'all be? Because she started that show. She brought you guys on when she didn't have to. She could have chosen anybody, but she chose y'all because, she seems to me to be the type of person. Well, if I, can help somebody, and I'm gonna do that. But that's just me and what I've seen of her being a fan of LAMH. Um, CK's ex Melody, her thoughts on the situation with Martell and the Instagram post. And Mel goes on to say that she felt Martell should have been let go way before this, because his baby mama, aka Slow Ho, shout out at Chef Dun Dun, aka Coleslaw, shout out at Funky Deneva, and Coleslaw, and that's my thing. um, has divulged certain things on the show, that only Martell could have told her, you know. Um, and so she states, she feel like he should have been let go. Of course, we know Carlos didn't care and wasn't gonna do nothing about that, because he has this thing about Martell that I don't get. I don't get it. I don't understand it, and it is what it is. Um, Mel also stated that the cast kept blaming the millimeters for everything, that went on. I'm assuming on social media that may have affected the show and or whatever. And Mel let excuse me, let let Carlos know uh and the millimeters know that she appreciates and stands with them because they have supported her throughout all the turmoil and the things that she's gone through on this show that everyone's seen. um they then discuss Martell's recent arrest. um Mia explains how her main concern was her kids. And when the revenge P situation first came about, I always felt like um, Mel was taking her time about pursuing the, you know, revenge P situation because she does have to think about how her kids feel about their dad. You know, the fans and everybody, yep, we see Martell, we don't care, we want her locked up, but she has to consider how her children will feel about the situation. And so I understood exactly, where she was coming from. And I always felt like that's why, things were moving, swiftly. So she talks about how she battled with, making the decision to move forward with pressing charges against Lil Buddy. And she goes on to say after she went through the process, she let go and she let God and he did the rest. Because that's the thing. And it's hard for everybody to do. It's hard for me still to do. We pray over things and we, all us know they say, if you pray, why worry? If you worry, why pray? And to let go and let God. And that means take your hands, your mouth, everything off of it. Because you're if you keep interfering, you're not allowing God to handle that thing. God has to handle it. And God did. God did. God has given Melody double for her trouble. That woman has been through hell and back. I mean, not only with Martell, but Martell's baby's mother, cold slop, taunting and picking and gnawing at her, disrespecting her children, whatnot. And, to see her this season, and this season to me was a good season for Mel. She didn't have to deal with, a lot of stress and um a lot of stress from, you know, everybody coming at her and everybody disrespecting her, whatnot. And I feel like it was a better season. It was, a lot less on her. And so, see, Carlos asked Mel if she ever imagined that her husband and the father of her children would end up like he is, like a dirty son of a bitch, because that's what he is. Um, and Mel, says no. But reflecting on things, you know, after the divorce and with everything that's went on, she said she feels like she could have paid more attention to the way that he handled things, while in the marriage, like his lack of maturity, um the way he handled things, um, in you know, unprofessional or you know unfashionable ways. Um, and he, his lack of accountability when he knows he's wrong. And we've all witnessed that as well on that show. We witnessed him um, be mad at Melody as if she did something wrong, choosing to walk away from a marriage that she gave her all to. And he is hard down mad about that. Like Martell reminds me of the everyday, and not all, but a lot, Southern men. And I'll say right along this line, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Texas too. There's a certain Southern man uh, who thinks that he's the man of the house. He brings in the money. He's able to do what he wants to do. And that his wife should say nothing. She should stay in her place. But Martell is different from even those men that I've grown up around and witnessed, because he actually thinks that a woman shouldn't have a voice. When he told Chris about Miss Nell disrespecting a man, baby, that just did something to me. Who are you? Who are you? Is that the type of woman that you would want any of your daughters to be? A woman that doesn't speak up for herself, a woman who stays and allows her husband to mistreat her. Is that the woman that you would want any of your children, your girls, to be? A woman that doesn't stand her ground and doesn't take shit? Martell is garbage. Martell is garbage. Point blank period. I don't care. I said it. Uh, allegedly, in my opinion, he is a piece of shit. I don't care. So, at some point, Melody gets kind of emotional, and she starts to say, that Martell's done. She's been through so much with him that, like, why she couldn't have had her beautiful children with someone else. And she's not the only woman that's thought that way. There's been several times, even me with my marriage, when me and my husband had went through hard times and we separated. I felt the same way or whatever, and he may have too. But you know, for her to be able to sit on a stage with Martell after all that he's done to Mel, she's a bigger and better woman than I'll ever be. I cannot, I'm telling you, I cannot do it. Shout out at Melody SHari Rogers, the boss, because honey, I commend you, honey. I cannot do it. And that's how I know you got to have the Holy Ghost in you. because some of the things that I witnessed him do, watching the show and on social media. I'm like, dude, you better be glad you got the right one. Cause oh my, oh my, it. I couldn't do it. Yeah, I couldn't. I'd have been when he getting locked up. I probably be right beside him. They booking me in too, cause he don't put that woman through some stuff. So stuff will make you put your hands on him or whatever. Like ridiculous stuff when he was the one in the wrong. Mel goes on and she tells Carlos that there was times that she was mad at him because she felt like he was seeing the things that were going on, yet not addressing those things. And that is right. I don't care what he say. Tell he didn't know. Yeah, you know. How you know all the ins and outs of Bravo shows? You all on Bravo and stuff. And then we've seen you do interviews with different people from Bravo, and they've asked about stuff off of this show. And you mean to tell me you never thought to do research to see what was going on since you so oblivious to what was going on with Melody? No, sir. I done told y'all before, one thing I cannot stand is someone who does wrong. They know it's wrong, and then they don't take accountability for it. Ain't nobody perfect. We all make mistakes. But Carlos, you ain't taking no accountability. I'm very pleased to know that you have taken the initiative to get security for Mel. Um, I don't know why it took this long, but you got it. Better late than never, but it is what it is. And I just, I think that this was a great, start to this podcast tour thing. And I'm so glad that Melody got to share her true, authentic feelings about the things she's gone through within her marriage show. Because so many years I've been telling everybody, baby, I've been loving this new Mel, where Mel was the quiet one. She would let stuff go on. She wouldn't say a word. She would, pretty much just let it be what it be and didn't worry about it. But this new Mel, baby, she gets you right, get you tight. And I love it. Because I I know people like Mel, that the old Mel, let's say, that would take stuff on the chin. They just keep taking it. They keep taking it. They keep taking it, and you know, have a nervous breakdown, or anything. The best thing to do is when someone offends you, you let them know right then. Holding that stuff in like that and trying to push through and smile when you don't feel like smiling is hard. I'm not one. I've never been one to fake the funk about how I feel about something. If I got a problem with you, I'm gonna tell you. And you can take it how you want to, you can do it how you want to. It is what it is. But I'm gonna tell you. And I expect the same. If I make you feel away, if we don't have a problem, I said something to offend you or did something to offend you, I expect you to come to me. Well, look, this is how I felt, and vice versa. I am so glad that Melody has the support system that she had while she was going through her divorce, while she was going through being drugged through the mud by her castmates that didn't have a pot to piss. Except Stormy. Y'all already know Stormy had that much. Stormy already was a married girl. And that's another thing at that podcast. Stormy was in attendance and she was booed. Now, I'm gonna say this. I don't see it for Betty, Plymouth Rock, Face Betty. I do not. Stormy Mama. I don't see it for Betty. Got a terrible, mean, ugh, just disgusting spirit about herself. She does. And I've said before, I don't believe Betty even like her own daughter. And I think sometimes as fans and viewers, because of how the mothers on the show were first on the show as well, and um in particularly Tisha and everybody knows that Wanda is Tisha's mouthpiece. And and the disgusting things that she did to Melody on that show, the disgusting things that she's done to her own niece Kiki on and off the show. Girl, Kiki, Lord, girl, you know I love you. You got the little family sometimes from a distance, and Wanda and Tisha is two of the ones they go in that box. Love them from a distance. Feed them out of long handle spoon, or don't even feed them. uh, but Betty doesn't have a valid reason to like Mel. Dislike Mel, I mean. She, and honestly, before Stormy and Melody got to where they were, they probably could have resolved their issue had it not been for, Betty sticking her nose in there, and it's sick, sad, and pathetic that women of a certain age that we're supposed to go to for wisdom and advice, or saying things like, I don't like you, I don't care, I used to didn't like your ways, but now I see it's you. I don't like, you don't like her, you just girl back. And you liking her or disliking her ain't gonna make her shit. It's not gonna make her shit. You the type of person don't nobody want to be affiliated with anyway, Betty. Not even your family. They probably fooling with you solely because they got to. But anyway, Stormy was booed at that podcast, and I feel like that was wrong. See, the people don't act as if on this show that um friendships and people don't have riffs. And we don't know everything. We watch Love and Marriage Huntsville for an hour every Saturday, and we see some stuff on social media, whatnot, but we don't know everything that goes on with them behind the scenes or whatever. And Stormy did what none of those people did at their reunion: acknowledge Mel's worth, what she built, what she's done. And they weren't even in a good space. And so for her to still come to that event to show support and whatnot, I feel like, she should have been respected. Um, People I've noticed get like mad about being saying they too invested, but that's the truth. When it comes to something that went on the show, now you just dislike this person or whatever. And I understood what Stormy said on that stage when she was saying that, how those people attacked her business that she built up, that she worked hard to keep and stuff, and they did, and that was wrong. I didn't like it then, and I don't like it now. It's a number of people, but that I don't particularly care for. I don't have nobody I hate, but there are a number of people that I don't particularly care for. But I don't have to deal with those people. Now I told you, if you come at me, I'm coming right back, and I'm gonna say what I want to say. And if you feel like you want to do something extra because you want to get it off your heart, get it off your chest, hey, it is what it is. I ain't no sweat on my back. That's just me. But to attack somebody's business over a show or whatever, that shit went right. And it still ain't right. And when she showed up there to support Mel, Carlos King podcast or whatever, she didn't do anything wrong. And that booing stuff, like I said, Betty liking, disliking Mel ain't gonna make her or break her. So that boo that was given a storm ain't gonna make her or break her. I hear a lot of people on this YouTube. I was about women, you for women. And go right on and show that you ain't about what you be talking about. I like this one. So I'm gonna, stick up for her, and I'm gonna, root for her. But I don't like that one. So it's whatever with her. Tear her down. How that make sense? If we supporting women, and I really don't care for this thing, because I feel like as a black people, we need to support all black men, black women, all the same. People should be able to give their opinions on a situation and not be ridiculed, doxxed, harassed. And this was been going on. But I'm gonna get up out of here. I think that the podcast went really well. And I was so glad that all of Melody, the male supporters were there. that Mel was able to speak exactly how she feels to Carlos, and he could actually hear her since he's so busy with other shows that he didn't know about all the turmoil she was going through or whatever. I'm very glad that that happened. And like I said, I do feel like this was a good season for Mel. She didn't have to deal with a lot of the BS that she once had to deal with on this show. And this is going to be the end of this live. I'll be back around 7:45, 8 p.m. And we're going to just talk about life struggles, like things we've gone through as far as relationships, friendships, anything. It'll be open panel. I'll be dropping the link so others can come up and give their stories if they like. And we're just gonna I want to give everybody an opportunity to know some things about me, some things I've gone through and how I've gotten through them. And again, I want to get to know you all. This is gonna conclude the end of my life. Thank you all for being here. If you replaying, make sure you hit that like button. Share me with your people. Drop down in the comments and tell me what you think. I'm not opposed to corrective criticism, any of that or whatever, because I'm new to this. I got a long way to go. I thank everybody that came in. And we gonna be exiting the building. Encourage somebody, love on somebody, check on your loved ones, forgive, live, laugh, love, do all those things. Because tomorrow ain't promised to anybody. And with that, I'm up out this thing. See y'all in the next one.